right on the money and leads to a big play.
Quick throw to Olave. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. That's Olave bringing in another one. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cowboy 80.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Blake groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? Line. Falcons now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You can look at the Saints defense.
They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw, Anthony.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Lou Headley on now to punt the football.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
Okay, right.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
Right at the 50-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
A give left side to Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, break.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw down the field, Clempa is running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Operating from the gun, Anthony. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back, incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Off play action. Anthony.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Fight. Wait. Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Ritter down. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Right. 97. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And able to work his way down to the 16.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anthony. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, you might say a lifeline there on the final play of the half. A chance for a late 3 to open the lead even further, but instead everything changes on the blocked field goal return.
I was interested in watching them go in at the half to see what their body language was going to be. But we know what it is now. They've run off the field feeling really good about a chance in the second half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. There he goes, left side. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, Ritter. Going up top for Miller. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anthony, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready. Hurt.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the draw, Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. Is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, Anthony. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. They'll look to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Come back team! Come back team! Pioneer!
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Off play action. Anthony.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Ritter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Ritter.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
On the 6. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony, flush to his right.
Completes it to Perry. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Tempo, 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 tempo. Rig alert! Rig alert! Dragon 60! Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Anthony.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check pitch. Check hut.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Striker, 3-3, ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Black shot. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
6, 7.
Ritter. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Yellow, blue.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Anthony.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, set.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A good start to to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. Little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Ritter. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I got the call to come with the blitz there in this situation.
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ritter wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Back to throw. Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they